Malamig lamig. Okie dokie. Alright. 50 miles. Oh, that was good. I have two things. This is my first Aero wheel set. Hunt 50-50. Two things I want to check right away. Just put this one in here for now. Okay, number one is if the wheels are still true. Check this thing out. Yep, it's still true. And this one, yep, still true. All right. Well, the reason why I want to check if the wheel set is still true, it actually has a weight limit. I think the recommended weight for it is about 200 pounds. That's the max recommended rider weight, but the total, including everything, the bike and the rider, is about 240. So that's actually the biggest reason why I have to lose weight as well from that crash diet, because it has a weight limit. And the last time I checked my weight, I was probably about 5 days ago. I was about 203. So 203 plus everything, the bike, I'm estimating the bike is about between 25 28 pounds, including water bottle, everything in it. So I'm definitely just a little close to that weight limit. So the ride feel is actually pretty good. It reminds me of when I had Domani. So everything that I'm doing right now is I am comparing it from this one. This is a, if you can see it, or maybe, I don't know. It's a Mavic RSys SYS SLR. It's a 24 millimeter. And this is a 50-50, Hunt 50-50. This Mavic is a lot more expensive than this one. I think the MSRP of this one is about 2,000 for a wheel set. So this is technically the Hunt 50-50 is a budget one. I think the actual price of it for the wheel set is about what, 989, but I think I paid almost close to 1,400 because I fitted it with a Schwable Pro one. Oh, and this is tubeless, by the way. The weight of the wheel set is about 1,400, and then plus the wheel or the tire. You know, it's a little heavier than the Mavic. The Mavic is what, 1,295, but this is aluminum body with like carbon spokes, and this is, you know, pure carbon. But yeah, this is one I want to check second. Is I feel a lot faster. Stop it. I want to see my end ride. Yes, I want to see my average. Yep, my average is 16.8. I feel like that is my fastest ever since I started cycling again. I think my fastest before was 16.1. If my average now is 16.8, I'm definitely sure it's because of this one. I can feel the difference. It's a little slow to accelerate. I don't know, maybe after 10 pedal strokes. But once it caught wind, I would say in like the 16 mile per hour, it will just keep going. It was just going. I can definitely feel the difference. And like I said, it's just kind of, the comfort is actually good because, let me show you the difference. This is about 25 rubber. But if you can tell the difference, right? The Hunt is actually, looks a lot fatter than the Mavic, but they're both 25C because this bike, this is a 2018 TCR. This can only do the tire clearance can only do 25. But the big difference is that this dish itself is, I think, 24 millimeters wide. And the Mavic is 19 millimeter wide, which makes it, 2 to 3 millimeters wider when you did fit the rubber. So it's kind of like basically riding a 28 millimeter tire. So that's probably why. So there's two things I think that's adding to the speed. Well, number one, obviously, the aero-ness of it. That's why it's an Aero wheels. You can see that one. And at the same time, like I said, it's fatter. It's like a 28 millimeter tire. So in terms of the surface area that's actually hitting, you're actually hitting more tarmac or concrete. So yep, I'm hungry. I did 50 miles, 50-50 on this hunt. And I'm not pro. I'm definitely a super average Joe. I'm definitely super consumer. And most likely, I don't do any races, anything whatsoever. I just basically race against myself. But for the most average Joe consumer, you basically would get something like this just because it looks awesome, right? See, I guess the fat dish or the deep dish look pro-ish. Yep. There you go, hunt 50-50, man. Cons, I don't know what the cons are really. I don't know about the durability. That's, like I said, my concern was it's gonna start to, since I'm a heavy rider, that was my biggest concern, is that it will start to be untrue because of my weight, because I'm on the heavy side. But I don't know, I guess if there's any cons, it's durability. I don't know yet, time will tell. And I guess the slow to accelerate, if you consider that a con, I think it's really known for Aero wheels to be slow to accelerate because of the weight. I know this is not the lightest. I'm pretty sure it's like a lot more lighter, because this like I said, this wheel set or wheel being 1400 grams. This is considered heavy. I know there's like more. This is technically a budget one, because they can go for like 3-4 grand for like a quality wheels. And like I said, this is my first Aero wheel set, so I may or may not know what I'm talking about. But I am quite convinced that Aero is actually a thing. And like I said, I don't think it's my weight. If there's anything, I think my weight is quite compromised just because of that, camping and then the brisket smoking. If there's anything, I feel sluggish today because we had drinks last night, so. So yeah, there is a one con, this one, I forgot. If you consider this a con, because it is quite obnoxious. That is a bit relaxed with a free hub. Free hub, hit it. Back pedal. That is a very loud free hub. Back pedal. That's a very loud free hub. Yep. But I figured, since I don't have any horns or whatsoever, it's definitely, well, it does catch a lot of attention. The moment you just let go of it, ooh, they can hear it. If you consider that a con, well, I guess it is a con, but for me, I started to love it. Like after the first thing when I opened the box, I thought for sure it was broken. I'm like, holy moly, it was really loud. But I honestly, now that I did at least 50 miles on it, I kind of love it. I honestly do. It's not a con for me. I think it's cool. Like I said, it does catch a lot of attention. So, oh, and this one too, I had to do a little bit of trick on. Well, there's really nothing much you can do. You see this one? Yeah. So usually this should be closed like that. Mine is open because like how, the width of the wheel set is actually pretty thick for the 24 millimeter. You can't keep it open. So that's the only thing you can do is just keep this open. I mean, as long as you got it locked, like I said, I did 50 miles just now. It's pretty safe. It's not recommended for this to be open, but that's the only way for you to fit this one with brake pads, with rim brake. And same thing in here. See, that is wide open. See that one. If I close it, then it won't move the wheel. You just keep it open to give it actually more clearance with the rim brakes. And they do have a proprietary rim brake too, brake pads. So